being here, my beautiful YouTube family. I felt like we were off kilter here. So anyways, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the channel. I'm Emily, if this is your first time tuning in. So I just finished recording about a 22-minute message for our private soul tribe, our Patreon community. You could join us if you become a member. You have access to that message and also all of the other messages I've been sharing in there for like 3 years. There's quite a bit of information in there. So yeah, if my energy resonates for you, you want to see more of me, longer messages, deeper messages, further messages, you could join us there. And like I said, if you join, you'll get access to the message I just recorded. I'm going to share that, upload that at some point in the next 24 hours or so. But yeah, I received the nudge to hop on here and just see what I can tell the beautiful YouTube collective. So just trying to decide which deck to use here to start with. We'll get pull a few cards, then maybe get a couple clarifying cards. It was beautiful in the Patreon message because we were speaking, it was like a full circle moment. We started, speaking a bit about the astrology. I shared, typically I shuffle and then pull some cards and see what comes through, but some cards had come through earlier in the morning for me when I was tapping into the energy, and I heard speak on this, share on this. So that's how we started. But yeah, that's how we started on the transformation, the changes. I spoke about astrology, then we went into the cards. But where it started and it ended both was transformation. And also we were speaking about Saturn, right? This Saturn, we have many of the outer planets changing signs this year. Saturn changes signs this weekend. This is the next one coming up for a 3-year cycle, Saturn in Aries. But then, yeah, our last message, I was nudged to pull a card from a deck I didn't even have out, our Work Your Light deck. The transformation card came through, and I actually read from the guidebook, which I rarely do. I bet I've done that 5 times total in the last 3 years. And I said, I'm just going to skim it, see if there's anything relevant, right? Hello, good morning, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I actually ended up reading everything about the card, and that was divine as well because it was speaking about Saturn. Saturn was actually on the card, and so it was just like perfect bookend to the message where we began and where we ended. And on that, I was shuffling, chatting, but here's the first card for us here, transformation, and literally that was the title of the Patreon message. So if this speaks to you, if you've been healing some things, going through it, healing some childhood wounds, no, you are not alone, friend. You may be the only one in the physical, but you are always supported. You always have helpers, guides in the unseen. Ask for assistance. Ask to feel their unconditional love and adoration. But yeah, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. I spoke about this the other day when I was live, but this is the last few days of Saturn and Pisces here before it changes sign into Aries. And so you maybe are feeling that final squeeze, that final push to make a change that you've maybe been being nudged to make for quite some time. Hello, welcome. If you are just tuning in, you could let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know how you're feeling in these energies. Maybe share a bit of inspiration and hope for another that may need it. Oh, thank you so much. Watch your words here. So we have transformation is beautiful. Watch our words, right? For our words, we are powerful creators here, and our words become the house we live in, right? Bring your ideas to life. Only speak about, be about, think about the things you want to see more of, right? Only give your energy, your focus, your attention to things that you are intending to give life to. For truly, that's what you are doing, right? So choose your focus intentionally, I'm hearing. Take the time to get aligned. This came through in Patreon as well. Only go as fast as you can stay aligned. Karmic completion here. Yeah, we're done with repeating cycles, loops, patterns. We're finding newer, healthier ways to self-soothe. I'm just getting a little tarot story here. Yeah, from the 5, holy Hannah, my whole deck wants to fly off here. The sun, the bottom of the deck here, this is us, and also much solar flare activity lately. So hence these cellular upgrades and the transformation, right? Because as within, so without. But yes, 5 of Cups is like crying over spilled milk, focusing on the past, right? Not being willing to grieve our losses and move forward. But then we have the Magician and the Judgment card. 2 major arcana cards. Sun, another major arcana cards, which just signifies points to again these big shifts, right? We're done with this energy. Hyper focusing on the past. We only look back in order to propel us forward. This is what makes us the Magician here, is this alchemy and this spiritual awakening, right? Knowing who we are at a divine level, merging our spiritual self, our soul self, with who we are being, what we are embodying in the physical now. So yeah, be of service. This kept coming through in Patreon as well. If you find yourself a moment where you're feeling like a victim or powerless, or you're not sure what to do, can't seem to do anything to make yourself feel better, do your best to serve another, to make another feel better. And you will find that in the doing of that, you also lift and elevate yourself, right? Because the interconnectedness, yes, I love it. Accept what is dying. Beautiful. So true. Grieving our losses in order to move forward, right? And know that as you speak your truth, you will trigger others who are unaware of who they are, who believe that in order to elevate themselves, they need to tear you down, right? Just send them compassion, love, for they know not what they do. But we do. We understand this higher reasoning. We know how it works. And we just give compassion and love because we know everything is either love or a call for more love, right? And go with the flow, surrendering. Reassess. This came through in Patreon as well, as far as reassessing where we're going, right? If something is knocking us off our center, don't blame, shame. Remind yourself our triggers, those who trigger you, are your greatest teacher. But then reassess, go within, make sure you are aligned before you move forward. Again, only going as fast as we can stay aligned, right? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good morning. Let's pull a chakra card for us in case you want to dive a little deeper into your own experience, healing journey. You could do a 10-minute guided meditation. I get all my guided meditations off YouTube here. And then we'll leave us with an affirmation. We usually leave us with an affirmation for every Patreon video. And like I said, if you want to see more of me, you could join us there. Link is in the description box and the pinned comments below, up above, down below. Openness, flexibility, imagination, learning here. So you could do a third eye guided meditation. Or solar plexus, yeah, your divine confidence. Being willing to step forward and share your gifts. You don't care what others say about you. Knowing who we are is the real bag. Let others misunderstand you, misinterpret you, judge you. For truly, they're only judging themselves. This came through in Patreon as well. But our subconscious mind only knows ourselves. And so when you throw shade at another, when you are intending to be harmful, hurtful to another, you are only harming and hurting yourself because your subconscious recognizes what you are saying as a judgment towards yourself. And so be kinder to you. That's one thing I would recommend. And create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. Yeah, accept what is dying. Trust that you are being nudged forward. And just continue to speak your truth. And know there will be naysayers. The more you elevate, the more light you hold, the more you will trigger others. But on the other side of that coin, there are all those you will inspire as well. And you are here to share your gifts, share your message. When you don't speak up, when you don't share your message, there are those here that can only receive the guidance that you have. And so by you staying quiet, think of all of those that will miss the message you are here to share. So let's get one message for us. Leave us here with the Healing Spirits Oracle. Yeah, heal yourself to heal the world. Beautiful. I think that's a beautiful message to leave us with. I'm wishing you all a beautiful week, the rest of the week. I don't know. We'll see. I don't go by a schedule. I just follow inspiration, not obligation. But if you want to be notified when I go live, again, you can feel free to follow me, subscribe to the channel so you will be notified when I'm here again. And yeah, if you would like some personal guidance, you want a personal reading, if you want to work with me one-on-one, either routinely or for like a one and done activation session, just reach out, send me a message, reach out on one of the other platforms. You could email me. I've had people email me too, so my email must be here somewhere. And I just saw 4 and 10, so those might be significant for you. Also 8. I'm sending so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your healing. Know that it does matter, like that card said, right? You heal yourself. That's your contribution to the world. And as each of us steps into our power, it's like the domino effect. We give another either spoken or unspoken permission slip to do the same. We show that it is safe to do so. So you are noticed, you are needed. I appreciate you. I see you if no one else has told you that.